So number one, I recommend a project management system. And again, you can go with the many, many free versions that are out there. Number two, if you're like, I'm not a tech person, I'm not into that, then use a planner. I recommend the Full Focus Planner by Michael Hyatt. Everyone in my inner circle group gets this. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Female Empowered, your podcast for all things boutique fitness and physical therapy practice owners. And if you're joining me live on Instagram or live over on my Facebook page, go ahead and give me a high five or give me a little wave and drop a comment in the chat if you'd like. If you're listening to this on the podcast, at the time of this recording, it is Friday, January 7th, and this episode will probably come out in about a week or so on the podcast. So we're about a little delayed on the podcast. So this is just going to be a quick Friday feature. And what I'm going to talk about today is how we can stay accountable with our business and our life goals that are going to cost us $0. So I have 4 free tips, and then 1 tip that will maybe cost you a few dollars. Okay. So all this week, I've been doing catch-up calls with people, coaching calls. I've been talking to other business owners just in passing. Many of us are trying to figure out how we are going to navigate the, huge spread of COVID right now and how we're going to keep our staff safe and everything along those lines. And a lot of people really, they frequently ask, how do I set goals? Number one. And number two, okay, I set my goals. Now, how do I stay accountable to them? Because setting goals is one thing, sticking to them is a complete different thing. So today I'm just going to give you guys some quick tips on how you can stay accountable. Now, with anything else, you actually have to do them. Right? So if you don't do them, then nothing is going to happen. You have to do the work. You have to put in the action. So tip number 1, I highly recommend using a project management system. I personally love Asana. Okay. So I use Asana. I love it. I will admit that there was a little bit of a learning curve to using it. And it was less about learning how to use the platform and more just about remembering to put things in the platform. But it completely keeps me accountable. And my whole company uses the free version. So that doesn't cost you anything. You can completely use the free version. It keeps you accountable. Not only do I put my projects in there and things that I have to be accountable for, but I put personal items in there. I literally have pick up kids, get forms notarized. I have everything in there. And then my team and I can put tasks in there and we can break them down weekly. For example, just this morning in a meeting this week, I was supposed to send somebody a business document and I completely forgot. So she went into Asana and tasked, just wanted to bring this to the front of your attention, send me the business doc and put a due date on it. And it pops up on my calendar. There's a way you can use it on your desktop, so on your computer, and there's also a way you can use it on your phone, which is, again, it goes everywhere with you. So Asana, I like. There's other ones, Trello, Monday.com. I think there's one, ClickUp. But the reason I like it is because, like I said, I check it in the morning and I check it in the afternoon. I check things off. I love checking things off my tasks, off my list. And it also, one of the other benefits is that I don't get bogged down in my email with people asking me questions. Everything is in that one tab. So we put all the Google Docs, all of the, links and everything in one place. So it saves me time by having to look 1,000 different places. So number 1, I recommend a project management system. And again, you can go with the many, many free versions that are out there. Number 2, if you're like, I'm not a tech person, I'm not into that, then use a planner. I recommend the Full Focus Planner by Michael Hyatt. Everyone in my inner circle group gets this one. We have a nice bound notebook. I actually use both. So I don't know, obviously, if you're in the podcast and you're listening, you can't see this, but if you're on my Facebook page or you're watching the videos, you can see I have daily tasks. I have weekly tasks in here. Like today, one of my tasks, it's Friday, one of my tasks is record podcast number 98. That's what I'm doing right now. So I am going to go ahead and check. So fulfilling. So, excuse me, Michael Hyatt's Full Focus Planner. I love it. All right. There's another planner that I actually really like that I just tried this year. It's called the Lean Out Planner. And again, it really, you can see I have all these pages. This one I got in binder form, but it has a lot of notes and other things in here that you can use. So I also like this one, the Lean Out Planner. Excuse me once again. So that's number 2. Now these things, I guess you're right, they're not free, but they cost something like $20 or something like that, I believe. So Full Focus Planner, you can also just create a PDF or keep a notebook. Number 3 that I highly recommend is get yourself an accountability partner. I do this regularly in my mastermind groups, the ones that I am involved in, where I have an accountability partner and we keep each other accountable for our tasks. Because oftentimes, if you're the CEO of your company or the lead of your household necessarily, or, nobody's really, or your business owner, nobody's above you telling you do this, do this, do this. So sometimes we put a lot of things to the back burner. So getting an accountability partner and meeting with them maybe once a month is really, really helpful. People have accountability partners to go to the gym. People have accountability partners to walk, for new nutritional programs, for meditation programs. So you can get yourself an accountability partner. And if anyone, is interested in doing that, let me know. I have a lot of people that look for accountability partners and I think it would be great. Okay. Number 4 is track your progress for your goals. Okay. So when you set your goals, break them down into smaller chunks so that you can keep yourself on track. So rather than saying, I want to lose 100 pounds, we can say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds. And this week, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to stop drinking soda. That might get you 2 pounds down. Okay. Next week, I'm going to cut out fast food. So keep yourself on a timeline. So let's say for a business way now, I want to generate $5,000 this month. Okay, well, how are you going to get to $5,000 this month? The first week, I'm going to reach out to 5 like-minded businesses to talk about networking or collaborating. The second week, I'm going to post something on my social media channel saying that I have openings. The third week, I'm going to reach out to former clients and see about getting them back in. And the fourth week, I'm going to do XYZ on my podcast, go live, try to get on someone else's Instagram and do a collaboration, go live with them. So again, that's a way to stay accountable. Just break it up into smaller chunks that are very binary, that are basically like yes or no. Did you reach out to 5 people this week? It's very simple, yes or no. There's no excuse. No one's judging you, right? It's just filling it in, yes or no. And if you keep pushing things to the back burner, then or to next week or something like that, like we all have the same 24 hours in a day. So what are you going to prioritize? Because what you prioritize will dictate your future. All right, I'm going to say that again. What you prioritize will dictate your future. All right. So the last tip I'm going to give you is join a program. That is a great, great way to stay accountable because one, you have other people in the group that you have to be accountable to. Nobody likes showing up to a coaching call, not having done the homework. Okay. And just lean into it. It's a way, if you're going to join a group, this is one of the things I really hate. If I join a group and I'm paying $8, $10, $12, $15,000 and I'm not getting my questions answered, I'm pissed. All right. So especially when you join one of our groups, the Beyond the Movement groups, I'm available. I answer all questions. Now, I don't always tell you what the answer is. I sometimes will pull the answer out of you. And I just had a call the other day with one of our new members who was asking a question. And as she's going through kind of giving me her reasoning, she's like, oh, I just answered my own question. And that's a lot of times how it happens. So join a group, right? Join a group. That does cost some money, but the return on your investment is great. So let me just give you a perfect example. All right. If you're going to pay $10,000 for a program, now hold on. Don't be like, holy shit, that's way too much money. Yes, it is a lot of money, but let me give you this mindset shift. If you pay $10,000 in a year, but that program keeps you on track to hit your revenue goal, which was to hit something like $250,000 in that year, don't you think that paying $10,000 to get $250,000 is worth it? I certainly do, right? So if you break out $10,000 a month, that's like less than $1,000. I mean, $10,000 a year is less than $1,000 a month. And so if that program keeps you accountable to be able to sign 2 new clients, 4 new PT clients, you're going to earn way more than $1,000 a month just by getting 1 new client or 5 new members in your program. So think about it that way, right? Think about you're just going to get there faster by joining a program, by being with people that are where you want to go. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. So this was a short, quick episode just to kind of recap the tips I gave to how you can stay accountable. Use a project management system. I love Asana. If you're not into real tech, use a paper and pencil one. Again, I recommended the Full Focus Planner or the Lean Out Planner. Get an accountability partner. Track your progress. Whether you do it in your planner or whether you do it in Asana or your project management system, track your progress and break your goal down into smaller digestible pieces. And then number 5 is join a program. If you're interested in learning more about any of the Beyond the Movement programs, you can visit kristagurka.com. The wait list for our Inner Circle, which is our high touch, high ticket coaching program, which gets you not only access to myself, but my entire team, copywriting, project management, VA services, marketing tools, and all of that. The waitlist is now open, and I believe registration will reopen sometime at the end of February. So get yourself on the wait list. All right. Get yourself on the wait list if you want to make 2022 the year that you stay accountable and achieve all of your goals. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Bye for now. See you next time.